All right, so I'm gonna explain what's on the tubing before I actually start. So this is the spike and this needs to remain sterile. This is the drip chamber. This is the first sliding clamp. This is the wide port where you would attach your piggyback sets. This is the cassette, which goes into the IV pump. This is the roller clamp, which controls the flow of the IV stuff. So I'm gonna actually close it so it's closed when I go to spike the bag. This is the second sliding clamp, and this is the second wide port, and this is the cap, which also needs to remain sterile. All right, now I'm going to spike the bag. So for this, you take off the blue cap, and you also take off the cap on the spike, and then you're going to insert that into the bag. All right, so then you can go ahead and hang the bag. All right. So my roller clamp's already closed, so I'm going to fill this up halfway with the liquid. So my first step would be to open the roller clamp until the fluid goes down to the first wide port. And then I'm gonna close that. And then I'm gonna flick the bubbles out of that to make sure there's no air bubbles. Then I'm going to slowly open the roller clamp again and allow the water to flow down into the cassette. Once the water is in that, then I'm going to flick it so that there's no air bubbles in that. Then I'm going to slowly open the roller clamp again, and the water is going to make its way down to the second wide port, and then I'm going to close that off. And I'm going to flick it to make sure there's no bubbles in that. And then you would open the roller clamp again and allow the water to come to the end of the cap, and then you're going to close that off and then make sure there's no air bubbles in that. And then this is what attaches to the IV.